Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about SketchUp. SketchUp for web. This is absolutely free and it's good for education. So to get started with the SketchUp, you just go to Google website, simply type the google.com, and the search box you can type SketchUp, enter, and then the first link appears on the Google page. This is the first link. You click it and then you go to products and then go to create and choose SketchUp for web. Alright, after clicking that you go to start modeling. Alright, so you are here and you are asked to log in, but make sure that you have the Gmail account. For me, I am using this sign in with Google. This is a Gmail account, so I will double click this one, and then you are asked to choose which of the Gmail account that you gonna use for your SketchUp. So I will choose this one. Alright, so okay, so it's uh, loading now. So before I will show you this interface of this design, I will tell you that this online app is very helpful, especially those who are in the college studying design and technology. This is the best application for those who are still learning design, especially those who are engineers or engineering students, or the business students, because business also involve design. So this is a very useful tool to make your own modeling, or to make your model and make a plan using this a very simple application online. It's pretty much easy to use. Alright, so we are here now. So to start this one, have to make sure that you can choose which of the unit of measurement that you're gonna use in your drawing. So for me, since that I usually do the planning for the architectural and structural design, it's like planning also, I'm gonna use decimal centimeters, but it depends on you which one would you prefer to use, whether you use inches, feet, meters, millimeters, but I'm gonna use this one, right? So make sure to choose this one. But anyway, in case uh, you miss to choose this one, I will uh, talk about this later. I will tell you which tool that we're gonna click at the side of the interface. So for now, I want you to click this to start the modeling. Alright, so here it is. Okay, so this is the setting of this uh, SketchUp. This is the basic interface when you open this modeling or this application. So a lot of things to remember, especially if you are the first user of this application. If you don't know what to press and what are the important tools that you have to use uh, to manipulate or to simulate this window in order for you to get started. Right, to do that, you have to remember the three keys on the keyboard that is most important in doing your drawing all the time. You have to remember the three of them. Like the first is letter O. Letter O is to orbit. All right, so anyway, we have the tools here, but I'm gonna tell you the shortcut first. Is like letter O, right? So when I press the letter O, it's right, you can see this, it turn around window, and then to move, to navigate this to the left and the right, up and down, is you can press letter H to move up and to move down, left, right to the left, and then to turn around is orbit. This one is letter O, and then to go back to the normal setting of your cursor or your pointer is spacebar. So spacebar is the base command, alright? So the pointer turns to arrow. But when the pointer is like this, you cannot move the interface anymore. But you need to press letter H again to move the interface, or press letter O to turn around. Well, we have a lot of tools here. The three shortcut keys that I gave you, just only to give you the basic three or the most important keys uh, to remember, to use all the time while you are doing your drawing. So we have the tools here. The first is this one, the pointer. I told you that when you go back to this normal settings, you have to use spacebar, or you can go here to click. Alright, so this is the uh, first tool here at the left side. Right, so this is the select, the first tool. The second is eraser. So eraser, you can use command E. I will this is only these are the basic commands for this a few tools here, unlike the app, the it's like the the professional version of the SketchUp, which is the offline uh, application, but it's very expensive. So this one is absolutely free. uh, Limited tools, but we can make our uh, design. A lot of settings are not here, but these tools are enough to make our model, right? So the next is the bucket, which is the color. So the next is, so the shortcut for this is just only press B, and this one is the pencil. Just you can go here and select the pencils that you want to use. There are options here, I will show it later. And this is the arc. So these tools, if you want to create an arc in your drawing, a lot of options here. And this one also are the rectangle, and the text, a lot of options in this tool. This one is push and pull. So you will learn this later, the usage of this one. And this one also is the grouping, and this one is the rotation. This one is the measurement, to see if, or to make a dimension of your drawing. And alright, so this one, as I told you, the orbit bit is here. And then this one we can see the options. Alright, so I will just want to start from here. So here in the bucket we have two options here, the paint, and then it suddenly came out here at the right side. You click this one, and we have also the sample material, right? So the next is the pencil. We have two options here, to make a line and then to make a freehand, right? If you want to make a freehand line, this is the one to use. And the next is the arc. So we have options here, arc, and this one 2-point arc, and block plane or 3-point arc, and this one is the pi arc, right? So the next is this one, to push and pull, and this one is a follow me, right? And this one is offset, right? We have three options in this tool, right? So here I forgot this one, sorry. So this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options here. The first is the rectangle, second is the rotate rectangle, right? And the next is circle, this one is polygon, and this one is text. So these are very useful for our especially the 2D design, right? So we are done this one. So The next is this one. We have a lot of options here. So the first one is the outer shield. So this is about groupings, right? Tools union, this one, to group the object or the the 3D or 3D or 2D, and then tools to subtract, this one. If you want to remove some part of the object, right? This one is to trim, to cut the object, and this one is tools intersect, right? And this one is tools split, to split the object, right? And so let's go here with the next tool. This is to move the object. This one is to rotate. This one is to scale, right? If you want to scale the object, this is to, you can press letter S to stretch the object, and then to change the entire object, change its scale or the measurement, right? So the next is, this one is the walk. The next is position camera, and this one is the look around. So it is not, uh, we will learn this about this later soon, but we'll start from the very basic tools for 2D, right? So the next is this one. This is orbit, this one. Second is pan, which is the letter H. When you press letter H, this the pan. This is the zoom. This is the zoom window, and this is the zoom extends. All right. So okay, so let's go to the other side of the tools. So to close this, just only go here. You can see this arrow, and you can close this, right? So we have also the basic tools here. So the first one is the entity info. So the entity info is there are components here. So the color, the materials here, and the second is the, all right. So when you open this, actually inside this panel are, when you click this, only one panel came out, but it's, you can press it down, right, like that. So I press this, the same content or components came out, just only to click here, right? So the next is uh, the instructor. So like that, you see there are instructions here, the basic guide, and the next is the 3D warehouse. The 3D warehouse where we can take out some of the uh, useful object here. We can put inside our model, right? So just only to click, and this will come out, and then you can close it. All right. So the next is we're done here. 3D warehouse. The next is components. The components are here. Okay. And you can search the components you want. So the next is the materials. All right. The materials is this one. The next is styles. So for the styles, we can do styles here. So we can talk about this later. And the next is the tags. All right, the tags are here. We can select one of this for the settings. And the next is the scenes. The scenes are also useful for our design, especially for 2D. If we create a plan, we can choose any of this, but let's talk about this soon when we move forward with our SketchUp design. Alright, so the next is the display. So display is here, a lot of settings here we can change, but we'll talk about this later. So the next is, here is the one that I asked you. If you forgot to do the settings with your CM, you can go to this button and you set this to cm. You can change the unit of measurement here if you really want to. Alright, in case you forgot to select it at the start of your opening of this application. So you can choose your uh, unit of measurement here in this tool, right? So this one, model info, right? So the last one is this one here, solid inspector. So let's talk about these things soon when we move forward to starting another part of our study or our lesson, right? So I will start a very simple drawing here, just to use, right? To use the O to orbit and H to move the setting or the window, right? So to use the basic tool is the line. Just you can type it L, and then you can do this like that. All right. It make sure that it is along with the green color. That means you are in the x-axis, right? So along with the red color is the along with the green color is the y-axis, and the red color is the x-axis. All right. And then for the blue color, okay, for the blue color, this is for the z-axis, right? Z-axis. This is y, and this is x. All right. So I think I have to end until here. So that's all for today, guys. I can see you in my next video, and bye for now. And thank you for watching.